Hey, I'm Stacy with Humbled Warriors Yoga. Today I'm going to be breaking down Surya Namaskar A, or Sun Salutation A. So we will move through the first couple of rounds rather slow, taking time to explore the postures and some variations. If you have blocks, grab them. However, you don't necessarily need them. And I'll meet you at the top of the mat. So coming to the top of the mat, the feet are about hip-width distance apart. Pick up all 10 toes and spread through the toes and then lay them back down on the mat. Standing up nice and tall, excuse me, let's roll the shoulders up to the ears and then down the back, palms to face out. Always maintaining at least a micro bend in the knees. Tuck the tailbone under slightly and draw the navel into the spine. Tadasana, or mountain pose. Let's take a deep breath in and a complete breath out. Deep breath in and complete breath out. Deep breath in as you inhale the arms out and up. Gaze follows, maybe palms meet. Gentle bend in the knees as we fold forward. Hands can come down to blocks or they can come down to the mat. Bending your knees as much as you want or need to here. And shifting the weight into the balls of the feet. Gently tuck the chin into the chest. On an inhale, begin to straighten the legs and halfway lift. Hands can come to shins as you reach the crown of the head forward. Another variation, if you have the blocks, is to take the hands to the blocks. Keep pressing back through the hips. Keep reaching the crown of the head forward, gazing down at the ground. Last variation or placement for the hands is to have them right above the knees if we need to come up a little bit higher. Take one more inhale, and then exhale, forward fold. Let's inhale all the way up. Reach up, gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So that was half of a Sun A. Now we'll add on. Inhale the arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to mat or hands to blocks. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. And this time on the exhale, plant the hands and step back to plank. So you can step the feet back, coming into high plank with the knees lifted. You can also step back to plank and drop the knees down. We're going to keep the toes grounded and lower all the way down to the belly, keeping those elbows hugged into the sides. Take the feet as wide as the mat, hands frame the chest. So press the feet down into the mat, go ahead and hug the elbows into the sides and roll the shoulders away from the ear. Inhale, lift the heart, baby cobra. So we don't have to come up very far here to be doing a lot of work. You can test this out by hovering the hands. So we're using the upper back to lift the heart, not the hands. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, release down. Pressing up through tabletop, hips come high into downward facing dog. First down dog of the day. It may feel good to pedal out through the feet. So gently bending one knee and then the other. And then as you begin to find a place of stillness, hands are about shoulder width distance apart, fingers spread nice and wide. Feet are hip width distance apart. You're sending the hips up and back. the hamstrings are tight, it's okay to bring a gentle bend in the knees. Keep sending the chest back towards the thighs. Keep pressing the hands down into the mat. Shake your head, no. Nod your head, yes. Super relaxed. And then come up high on the tippy toes, and we're just gonna step. Little baby steps all the way to the top of the mat. Once you get to the top of the mat, inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's practice that together 2 times. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, fold. Ground the hands. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Plant the hands, step back to plank. Knees can be up or down. Option to drop the knees down if they're lifted. Untuck the toes, lower all the way to the belly. Take the feet wide. Inhale, lift the heart, baby cobra. Exhale, release. And press through tabletop to downward facing dog. And take a deep breath in. And a complete breath out. Deep breath in. And complete breath out. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Come high on the toes and walk all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands to the heart. One more time, full inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Plant the hands, step back to plank. Knees up or down. Lower all the way down to the belly. So as you lower down, you'll work on hugging those elbows into the sides. And take the feet wide. Inhale, lift the heart, baby cobra. Exhale, release. Downward facing dog. High on the toes, walk it forward. Halfway lifted, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. So that's one variation for our Surya Namaskar A's. If you liked that, if that felt good, if you're new to the practice, you can rewind this and maybe go through it a couple more times. This time, I'm going to show you another option where we lower down into chaturanga and then come into upward facing dog before moving back to downward facing dog. So starting out the same way, feet are hip width distance apart, arms down by your sides, tuck the tailbone under slightly, draw the navel in, mountain pose or Tadasana. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees as much as you need to, ground the palms on the bricks or on the floor. Inhale, halfway lift or lengthen. Another option is to bring the fingertips down to the mat. And then this time, plant the hands, step back to plank. High plank or push-up position, shifting the shoulders over the wrists and pressing back through the heels. Go ahead and drop down to the knees and untuck the toes. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, lower down halfway chaturanga. Notice if the elbows want to come out, try to keep them hugged into the sides. Shoulders don't dip below the elbows. Even with the knees down, lots of strength here. And then press into the hands, upward facing dog. Hands are grounded, tops of the feet are grounded, legs are lifted. Take a deep breath in. And then roll over the toes or flip the toes as you send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. 3 full inhales, 3 full exhales. And this time come up high on the tippy toes. Now you can walk it forward like we did in the earlier version, or you can bend the knees and gaze in between the hands. We're gonna step the right foot in between the hands. Come up onto the fingertips and then step the left foot to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. We'll do that a couple more times. Full inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Plant the hands, step back to plank. This time I'll demo with the knees lifted. So shift the shoulders forward, press through the heels, deep breath in. And then exhale, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Really pulling the chest in between the arms. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. And complete breath out. Deep breath in. And complete breath out. Inhale, high up on the tippy toes. Bend the knees deeply, gaze in between the hands. Step the left foot there this time. Sink in, come up onto the fingertips. Step the right foot to meet. Halfway lift and lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Let's do that 2 more times. Full inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Plant the hands, step back to plank. Knees up or down, lower down halfway chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come up high on the tippy toes, bend the knees. You can step forward like we did the last time, or you can hop it forward. Halfway lift and lengthen, inhale. And exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. And let's keep it going this time. Exhale all the way down. And forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Plant the hands, step back to plank. Lower down chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. And keep pressing the hands down to send the hips and the chest back. Come up high on the tippy toes, walk, step, or hop to the top of the mat. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. I hope that you learned some tips for your Surya Namaskar A. See you next time.